Boo! Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold stream. On today's stream, we are back with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, and as you could tell by the title and the thumbnail, we are playing more of the event, because I have yet to complete it. That's pretty much it. We're just gonna keep playing the event until it's done, and I no longer have any more gems to collect, which I believe we're fairly close. Yeah, we're fairly close. So there's that. We're gonna continue playing this paleo deck because it's fun, and also I don't want to play Light and Earth. That's pretty much it. However, before we do that, we have new cards, PogChamp new cards. We have new cards to talk about. There's a few of them, and then of course we got to do meme review. Thoughts on the event? Don't like it. It's a bad event. I think it basically just boils down to ranked. Like, is there a reason outside of just getting gems to play this as opposed to ranked? Is there any real difference between the decks you're seeing in this as opposed to regular ranked? Right? Not really. Like, you're kind of seeing the same stuff. You're really seeing a lot of the same ideas. The nerfs to certain decks, like, doesn't really change a whole lot. I guess the biggest thing is, like, if you choose a specific team, you're not going to play against those decks, but, like, who cares? This is such, like, a mid-event. This is worse than, like, the Synchro, Xyz, etc. one, because at least that one was, like, oh, I know exactly what's going to be in my opponent's extra deck, and there's a high chance that they're only going to have, like, that one thing. Right? or there's a high chance that it's going to be, like, one of two things. Right? So, yeah, I don't know. This just feels like such a mid-event. And that's the problem, is, like, this event should have just been, like, a duel trial. Like, that would have been better for a duel trial, but then we get, like, the time travel event, go back to 2004, or go back to 2010, or whatever it was. That could have been, like, a full event, but they're like, no, no, no. 3 days. You got 3 days. Yeah, I don't know. This event got boring, like, immediately. I think Blue Eyes was by far and away the best deck in the event. Nope, not even close. More limited card pool? No, don't do it. I think these events are just a bad idea. For a full event, I think they're just bad ideas. Because they're boring. What is the incentive to play this event any differently than you would ranked? There isn't. What's like the reason to play so much of this event as opposed to, like, the time travel events, or, you know, at least something where you have more of a different style of gameplay, like with the NR event, or with, like, the what is it, the you know, Synchro Xyz Link stuff. Even that is like, oh, you just see, like, a slightly worse version of the game. In that respect, there isn't. Exactly. There's not really a reason to do this. It's just like worse ranked, or like weaker ranked, but it plays the same game. Festivals and events should be a different experience. This is why, like, Duel Links works so well, or at least in its events, and, like, keeping and retaining players to consistently play their events, because they're, like, entirely different. They're all very different. They still have things like the Casey Cup and what have you, but it's not something where it's like, oh, if I wanted to play an event, I could play, you know, the, like, raid bosses, or the like the Duelist Kingdom, which is, like, something interesting, right, where you get, like, a specific skill tied to the attribute that you're using, and, like, you're incentivized to use that attribute, but you don't actually gain anything from specifically utilizing that attribute. Like, that's something that you could do, and, like, that is interesting. Like, that is genuinely something. The Duelist Kingdom event in Duel Links, I think, is something you could immediately port over to Master Duel. And it would change pretty much nothing. It would only be a positive. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. This event here is really interesting. Because basically, every attribute gets a bonus depending on the day. So every day you can log in and play a different deck. Like, for example, you know, fire and wind might have the plus 600, and earth and water might have the plus 300, and light and dark might have the plus 100, right? Which basically incentivizes you to play the lower power style decks, right? Because then you get additional bonuses, right? For example, with the EX plus abilities, with the 600 plus stats, not only do you get the 600 additional attack points for the attribute that you are using, you also get additional things. Like, for example, with fire, you get blaster. With earth, you'd get redox or something along those lines. This is something you could very easily just plug and play, and it'd be great in Master Duel as well. Like, no changes. It's just great. Right? I guess you don't have to give them the actual, additional skill, but you could just be like, here, generate a free card, and then also you get, like, a stat bonus. Or something along those lines. Right? That would be at least something interesting. I don't think it would be exceptional, but it'd be something you could, like, legitimately build a deck around and be like, oh, I'm getting a blaster into my hand immediately. Cool, what can I do with that? And it would incentivize, like, different deck building. Or at least be interesting for various different decks, right? I don't think it'd be perfect, but it'd be better than what we're currently getting. I love the tribal events in theory, but dear lord, they are horrendously curated every single time. Yeah. That is true. I think just, like, straight up making it a better ban list. Just having a better ban list, also. You ever played Duel Links? So that idea is fire. Yeah. Duel Links has some really, really solid events. Duel Links always has some really cool events. They're not, like, exceptional, but they're good. And we never see stuff like that. Like a raid boss event would be pretty cool, where you have, like, a PvE style event, where it's like, oh, how much damage can you do to this thing? Like, that would be a cool thing to do, right? If you're solely bent on, like, doing PvP style stuff, there's a ton of stuff from Duel Links that also works, right? They also had the like, Legacy Duel style stuff, where you went back in time and played, like, older formats, or with, like, older cards and stuff like that, which was cool. But they had those last longer, so, like, you could just make those full events. I don't know why they're so hesitant to make those full events, but they are. They're like, here's a dual trial, but go back to, you know, a good format. Anyway, there's a ton of stuff that they could do to fix, like, every single one of their events. Because most of the events feel so samey as well. Anyway, new cards! New cards, PogChamp, new cards. We have Regenesis's additional support, which I believe... Let me remind myself. Regenesis. Regenesis. What do these cards do? Oh, these are the 25. Yeah, okay. These cards were fairly decent, if I remember correctly. A lot of them had ways to, like, special summon themselves, which was cool. And then they each kind of did something minimalistic, but okay. We have Penta Teuge? I don't know how you would say that. Which says, if you control a monster with 25 original attack and defense, you can, target one card your opponent controls, or you could target two if you control Regenesis Lord. Banish those cards. Banish that card. Banish those cards. If this card is in the graveyard, except the turn it was sent there, you can banish it. Special summon a monster with 2,500 attack and defense. You can only use each effect once per turn. 2,500 attack or defense from hand. Okay. So it's basically smashers. That's like not terrible. I don't hate that. Flash animated solo modes. Scenario duels. We don't even RP. Trip. Interesting. We have commandments as well, which is a normal trap card that says apply these effects to all cards your opponent controls in the same column as your Regenesis monsters. Face up cards negate their effects. Face down monsters change their battle position, and face down spell and traps cannot be activated until the end of the next turn. Okay. You can only activate it once per turn. That doesn't solve the issue. Unless you have a way of, like, schmoovin'. I don't think this does anything. Literally means 5 scrolls. Makes sense. I mean, you know, given the Mechanite synergy. Yeah. Except for the fact that they will be taking up the columns. Even though it lingers is not a continuous trap, they're learning. It kind of needed to be a continuous trap to be worth playing. Because the thing is, all cards your opponent controls. Which means, if your opponent summons a different thing, or puts a new thing on the field, even if it's in the same column, unless I'm reading this wrong, or unless this applies differently than what is technically stated, it should be able to work. Apply these effects to all cards your opponent controls in the same column as a Regenesis monster. Or as your Regenesis monsters. Am I reading this correctly? Does this only work as you activate it? Because, like, if that's the case, does that do anything? It's like an imperm, right? Like, at best, it's just going to be, like, an imperm. Yeah? I don't know. That is a card. Moving on, we have First of the Dragon Lords, which is a new level 11 Dark Dragon Fusion Effect monster with 3,700, 3,000, which requires 3 normal monsters. Cannot be fusion summoned. Or, sorry. Must be fusion summoned. You can only control one of this card's name. Period. And cannot be destroyed by battle and is unaffected by other monster effects. Once, while face up on the field, when a spell trap card or effect is activated, you can destroy all spell traps on the field. You can only use this effect once per turn. This card is terrible, mostly due to its summoning condition. Requiring 3 normal monsters and requiring to be fusion summoned makes this basically impossible to actually summon. If it required 2 normal monsters, or if it required 3 monsters including a normal monster, this would be fantastic. This does not require that. It requires all 3. Must be fusion summoned. This is a pretty terrible card. The effect is fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Like, having a board wipe is fine. I struggle to think of a world in which this gets used. I don't see where we're using this. It lingers on the board for 2 turns. That is not what that card said. It's not current like Nordic Treasure or Blazing Branded King. Yeah, that's because it's not specifically stating cards that the opponent currently controls, as in, like, face-up cards that they would currently have, because it's stating a bunch of different cards. I'm pretty sure that that's how that works. Hold on. Because it's stating, apply these effects to all cards your opponent controls in the same columns as your Regenesis monsters. So it's not stating what they currently are controlling, because it can be applied pretty much at any point to negate a thing. Right? This does not say until the end of the next turn. Just says, apply the effects in the same column. Oh, wrong one. Nope. Says you can only activate it once. If it stated a specific amount of time, that'd be crazy. This card would be insane. If it stated, like, until the end of the next turn, this card would be so insane. And would, like, genuinely be a reason to play the deck. Because having the ability to basically say, I'm going to turn off your entire deck, is kind of crazy. Luckily, that's not what it says. Yeah, it's basically just imperm. A slightly better imperm. But it's not very good. Because you could just, like, I don't know, summon into not that zone. And I don't think Regenesis has the ability to put enough monsters onto the field to put all 5 zones, or to, like, have all 5 zones active with monsters to then negate everything. And even if they were, again, it would only be the cards that were currently there. So, like, this would be great against, like, I don't know, a trap deck? Or something that plays a whole bunch of, like, face-up continuous cards that needs to get their effects, like Weather Painter. This would kill Weather Painter. But, like, other than those, like, yeah, cards. Does it linger until the end of the turn, or is it Blazing Branded King? I think the way that it's worded is it's basically Blazing Branded King, except for the fact that it specifically doesn't negate everything, it just negates the cards in column, which is why it doesn't state until the end of the turn, because they have to specifically be in that column when it activates for them to be negated. And so it's, if they end up being negated, the only thing that negates is the face down spell and trap cards, which are until the end of the turn. But face down monsters just straight up can't change their battle positions, and face up cards straight up have their effects negated. So those effects don't come back. Those battle positions can't be changed except via other means, right? Not by game action. And then the face down spells and traps just have to wait till the next turn. Oh, yes, Regenesis being able to put 3 to 4 monsters, I think would not be difficult. It's that 5th monster that matters. Because if you don't have that 5th monster, they can just ignore that trap, basically. They can actually, like, utilize the rest of their zones and be fine. Or, I should say, at least one of their zones and still be fine, right? They'd be like, cool, I'm going to activate Dark Hole right over here where you don't have a monster, and then it doesn't matter. Anyway, first of the Dragon Lords is mid. Let's do memes. Meme review. Hooray. This week's memes. This bird feels weird. Hold on. Sorry, let's zoom out. I don't get the reference. But okay. Chirp Chirp. If this card is a normal summon, you can add a level 4 or lower winged beast monster from your deck to your hand. Then immediately after this effect resolves, you can normal summon a winged beast monster. Hey, Flunder. Let's go! I do love me some Flunder. It's just a toy. How could it harm you? Hey guys, just found an old Lego. Look what I built. Wow, that's crazy. Block Dragon. Whoa. Holy cow. Who? Move on. My honest reaction. Bro, did you just seriously move a card out of the grave? Yes, the Regenesis card does say something about turn. It says, face down, spell and trap cards cannot be activated until the end of the next turn. That might be what has stumped you, because you saw that in association with the face down cards and went, clearly this applies to the entire card. That's my guess. We all know what the superior choice is. Dippity. A light fiend for Fiendsmith, a normal for Primite, and it even has a funny name. Impressive. Very impressive. But he is the proudest of them all. I don't think so. But is he the proudest of them all? I don't think so. He's also... I mean, it's fine. I didn't even know this card was real. This card is fake. Let's be honest. Moving on. Rice Heart is just so cool, man. I'm starting to have fun playing Kashtira. Oh, because it's the Nev guy. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, of course this meme is terrible. And also is a bad opinion. Imagine... You know what? I've been doing this for a while, and I gotta say it catches many people off guard. I let Moon Effect resolve because my opponent probably thought it was Requiem. I also didn't know she had an effect. Okay. I've never been surprised by this. Pearly posting again. Me petting my Pearly Noir before Gamma Seal hits us. It's our final moments together. Yeah, the Hulk memes are just so boring. Block Dragon isn't the problem. Which negates do we use? Oh, of course it's fucking Farfa. Why would it... Whatever. Ten out of 10 game. Now this game's so cool. Adamantimator is so cool, dude. Dude, it's so interesting. How many people are currently playing Adamantimator? Hold on. Too many. Farfa does love stun. You are correct about that. I forgot about that. No, surely Block Dragon was fine. Circular is just him. I don't know if Circular is Super Fact or... I forget what this is. Or Rizio, until I look inside the box. Baguska, shut up. Oh, I cannot express how much I despise Circular. This is also a TCG meme, which I do enjoy. But holy crap, dude. Please put Circular back into the box. Just put him back. No one wants to see him. He's not fun. He's not fair. He's not funny. He's not any of those other adjectives. He's just bad. Oh, goodness gravy. Which decks are like this? This used to be Adamantimator, but now... That insanely powerful deck that's being held back by a singular ban. You're gonna hate me for saying this, but it's absolutely accurate. Tier. In every format, Tier is held back by one fucking ban. Like, legitimately. It's Kit Kalos in both the TCG and OCG, and it's Merly in Master Duel. If you give any of those cards back, or I should say either of those cards back, Tyr is absolutely, once again, the GOAT. Give me back Broad Bull. Broad Bull's not doing anything, even... Sorry, I should say, Zodiac's not doing anything, even with Broad Bull. You can have him. He's not going to do anything. Now you can play Zodiac Tri-Brigade. You know what? Give me back Broad Bull. That being said, this is not a meme. This is just a statement. This is a discussion post. Drink! Bring back Perla Rhino? No. That card can stay in hell. Me forgetting that Typhon locks you out of summoning for the rest of the turn for the 14th time in a row. How do you forget that? That's like the one thing it does. Honorable mention to Verte. No! Me and my homies hate Verte. Shout out to Link 2s that carry entire strategies for real. Gotta be one of my favorite genders. Imagine thinking... Okay, what does Elf carry? Hold on. No. Explain to me. You gotta explain to me. What Elf is carrying? What is Elf carrying? Sprite was meta well post the Elf ban. Sprite was meta because Sprite was good. Elf should absolutely not be on here. I'll give you Helka Fibrax. I'll trade Elf for Helk, but Elf... No. Elf is just stupid. It's just powerful. The problem with Elf was that it's generic, not that it held up an entire strategy. I'll give you Lambda, I'll give you Yama, I'll give you Isold, I'll give you all of the rest of those. Yeah, Elf shouldn't be there, and it bothers me. Anyway, moving on. This is a terrible, no good, very bad meme. Based on the true story, POV, you're a hero player and you just drew the worst possible opening hand. Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, how dare they disrespect the Egyptian gods? Wow, you can't play Divine. Who cares? Trying to play Burning Abyss without Dante is a bold choice. Let's put it that way. Your opponent is playing your favorite pet deck. They're absolutely horrible at it. Sure. The grind is real, living in this economy. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. 5 p.m. onwards. Oh, because he's a light fiend. That's great. Every ranked game, I link summon Spirit of Eyes with Eyes of Blue. This is the 7th duel in a row where you link summon the Spirit with Eyes of Blue. Wow, that's crazy. Not so fast, you light fiend. Water, Aqua, Stealth Crave. This is a Stealth Kragen meme? Who the fuck is this for? Who plays Stealth Kragen? What? I mean, yeah, for sure. So yeah, only Longboy got a happy ending in the story, I guess. What's going on with Sword Soul? Don't worry. Okay, yay. Wait, didn't these guys also get a happy ending? Am I missing something? Didn't Kit get a happy ending? Shark players. Yeah, my point still stands. Who is this for? There aren't Shark players. Shark players aren't... Longmore got fucked up by Aegeron? The fuck do you mean? This is the worst meme because it's not even accurate. I don't know what's going on here. What? This meme... I hate this meme. It's time to retire. They gotta be one of my favorite genders meme. Yeah. Damn. Savage. These were
The problem that I have is that some of these were actually, like, well-done memes. Like this meme was actually well put together. Too bad it sucked. You should have spent your time doing literally anything else, and that would have been better for everyone involved, including yourself. This one, same thing. I like the artwork. You know, cute artwork. If they just took out all of the text, this would have been incredible. 10 out of 10, no notes. Literally all of the rest of these sucked. What happened in WrestleMania? Actually, don't tell me. I don't care. Why is Memento the second most played? What the fuck? How did this happen? Hold on. Why is Blue Eyes tier 0 in terms of representation? Actually, I know why. It's because everyone's sick of Snake Eyes, and that's like the only other deck that's currently playable. So you're either playing a deck that's already been played to death, or you're playing Blue Eyes. Makes sense. Terrible ending. Fair enough. Million Century Ice Prison? Age of Rhine is rebuilding just fine. True. Literally, besides the Dogmaticas and the Sword Souls, I'm pretty sure, like, everyone else is fine in Albaz. Or in the branded story. Like, I'm pretty sure, other than those two factions, everyone else is A-okay. And acted as if nothing happened. Like, Tri-Brigade was doing the same thing that they were previously doing. Nothing changed with them. Sprite's in a jar. I forgot about that. Sprite is also up there. Sprite's also absolutely fucked. But, like, Therion's doing Therion stuff. Nothing has changed with Therion, right? Like, the Spriggans are all still out in the desert doing whatever they were doing. Memento and Blue Eyes are by far the most represented in my ranked run. Yeah. That's not surprising. Actually, Memento is surprising. I'm surprised people are actually playing this because it's like a deck. Here's the thing. A lot of people are like, it's a hard deck to play. And that's like a turnoff for a lot of people. Can we make the right choice to go with the Spriggans? Yep. Yep. But I mean, it's not like Albaz and Ecclesia, like, ended terribly. Am I wrong? Am I going crazy? Don't they, like, ride off into the sunset after the fact? Isn't that what New Frontier is? Or is that, like, a halfway point? I'm pretty sure that's the end of the story. I might be wrong. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Let's play Yu-Gi-Oh! I know. A tragedy. Paleo! We're playing Paleo. Fallen of Gyros, the last remaining sprite, is doing fine for being a battery and kid's weapon. Well, look, you can't say Sprite is doing fine when clearly they are, like, just batteries at this point. Memento runs out of time. That's actually funny. Dude, I find it so difficult to run out of time in Master Duel, but I'm not gonna lie, I did run out of time in Duel Links the other day, and it was, like, not even close. I was resolving Revolt, because Revolt exists, and I was like, holy crap, I have 20 seconds, and it took me longer than 20 seconds to resolve Revolt in its entirety. And I was like, well, cool, that's fun. Oh, it's free? Ijuros is free? Alright, fair enough. When our time's out on Memento, people who don't know how to play the deck, clearly. What do you mean? You think people who know how to play Memento are playing Memento? People who know how to play Memento, of course they're not playing Memento. They realize that there are better decks to play. Or they've already played the deck. And they're like, yeah, this deck was cool. It's not very good, but it's cool. Hey, there we go.
Yo, what if I just card destruction? It'd be funny. It'd be funny. It would not be very good. This is like an actual hand. I could just see what they're playing. What if they're playing tier? No, they wouldn't be playing tier. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. Card destruction. Get his ass. Okay, cool. Pass. I hope your hand's terrible. Cool. They're playing Blue Eyes. Who would have guessed? Card destruction his ass. 10 out of 10 game. No notes. Maiden. Sure. From hand! I made them draw True Light! Mm-hmm. Evil. Yup. Imperm.
Yo, their hand was so good, by the way. Look at how good this hand was.
Roar. Meow. Sage. Mm-hmm. Do I just wait for the summon of Maiden? Probably. I'm gonna book everything. We just normal summon Sage here, right? Like, surely that's the play. Or we could do that. That also works. Okay. Hmm. How is this taking so long? There he is! Wow, crazy. Who would have guessed? I'm actually gonna go Fiend Creeping here. I think this just makes the most sense. Put it back. Because now they can search it with... What the hell? Yeah, we already talked about the new cards. Why'd we leave? What? I have so many questions. You could just, like, normal summon Sage and search it again. Like, what? Why? Why'd we leave? Huh? Bro forgot he didn't he had a normal summon there. Is it worth? No. Super Poly is glued to people's hands? True. Card destruction killed their mental. Dude, that card destruction was so funny. It's peak content. Imagine that happened to you. What would you do? I think I'd also lose my mind. I'd be like, are you fucking with me? Especially if I drew into True Light off of that. I'd be like, are you kidding? Why is this in my hand? Bro. Primate Ojama with first Dragon Lord soon. Yeah. True. I mean, you could like do stuff with that. I'm like genuinely trying to think of how you even get 3 normals. It only took 7 minutes for a 3-turn rank-up duel? Damn, you are... That Dark World player apparently speed ran. Imagine losing the coin flip. Couldn't be me. It'd be one thing if we even had an option to like do anything going second, but we just don't. So it's not even worth playing. Maybe I'll win a coin flip. That'd be crazy. Why is everyone... Gosh, Ray's the new Laundry Dragon Maid. I just see stupid Ray all over the place, and it's like, at least let me see a different mate, please. Please. It's not even that good of a mate. If it was, I might also play it, but it's not. It's kind of... Honestly, the Dragon Maid one is better. They're NPCs, true. Maybe I'll win a coin flip. Oh my gosh. How many in a row has that been? And again, another missed coin flip. This game is determined to make me think that I am actually just seeing things. What is happening? It's been the same mate and the same icon for like 6 in a row. I'm actually... It's the same mate, same frame, same icon, same everything. They are the same people. They have no brain. They are collective hive minds. They are not individuals. They are just a collective glop of stuff. This game's great. I have no notes. It's so good, dude. This game's so good. Quattro. Oh, sick. Here is Dingus. Le Dingus. Let's go for Trap Tantalizing Tune. Send to Grave. Ash? No. Wow, what a hand. Fucking do it again! Ship it! Maybe I'll see a paleo. Maybe. Hello? He died. 4! Oh, Magical Lighter. Hell yeah. Do I play? I do. What if I just made Changing here? I have a way to trigger Changing as well. Changing's actually fucking crazy. I
I think that is just the play, right? Like, that is very clearly the play. Yeah. Out comes, Cheng Ying. There he is, boys. There's the boy. Yeet. Yeet. Fantastic. Do we do Olenoids or do we do Canadia first? Probably Olenoids, right? Yeah. Cool. Go. And then I get Kaiju. Imperm. Sure. Oh, shit! Do I stop that? Is this Ancient Warrior? I think so, right? This has got to be Ancient Warrior, right? It's gonna be so funny when I absolutely own them. It's Zoo? Okay, that was not what I was expecting. Let's go, Dryden Pass! Let's go! Oh, is this the Loner Zodiac deck? Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Oh? Okay. Brother's never played a Zodiac card in his life. Draw a card to discard a card, sure. Bunny Blast. Let's see, because we already have one. Alright, we'll do this. We'll go back jack. We'll set the Paleo. Is there a point to me going Paleo here? There kind of is. But let's be honest, there isn't. Right? If I book everything here, what do I get? I get kind of nothing, unless I have some sort of follow-up. And I draw like a trap. You know what? That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. No, you always bin Ram there. Even if you don't see a trap deck, you still bin the Ram, because Ram pop off of Dryden allows you to special summon another one, which then allows you to like get around the lock on Chalkanine. So like you reborn with Chalkanine, you go into Dryden, pop the Ram, bring back a guy, and then you can go from there into another set of Zodiacs. But they decided to not do that, and that's fine. Hammer Kong. Sure. Why the fuck is Hammer Kong here? Don't ask questions. Okay, there's Chalkanine. Yup. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, that guy's there. I don't know if they have the UDF play available, but it's still better than, like, not doing that, because then you could get 2 Xyz monsters as opposed to 1. You could get Dryden and Zeus. I am 1000% certain they have Zeus, given the fact that it's Earth Light. I'm also almost certain that they have the UDF, but I could be wrong about that. Yeah? We are clicking buttons, right? That's what we're doing. We're just clicking buttons. Sure, bud. Sure, bud. Yeah, bud. Of course, bud. All 12 mats for the Borbo Altwind? True. True. McDryden? There she is. That's my girl. We're gonna go Dryden pop, right? Mm-hmm. We're gonna pop the chain. Yeah. Okay, cool. Coolio! What the 9 levels of hell do you have? I'd love to know. I would love to not have to use my any trap here, really. I guess Olenoids would be fine. But I'd like to use nothing. What are you examining into? Oh, Vespinato, of course. Every Zodiac player I've run into has zero idea what they're doing. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Okay. Canadia! There it is! This only targets face-up cards, right? Yep. That's crazy. Who would have guessed? Not me. I'm lying to you. I'm drawing Magicalitis Soul, which is pretty decent, if you ask me. And Morella. Under my Morella, Ella, A. Maybe I should have shuffled. No, drawing Magicalitis Soul is actually pretty good here. So we can normal summon, and then we could go into... Now, what if I went into Typhon? I could normal summon it and then go into SP, which is, like, not terrible. And we SP away that guy. They don't have targeting protection because they didn't use the Bunny Blast correctly because they're really, 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 really good at the game. Okay, we'll go normal. That's crazy. Make SP. Honestly, it's probably like make SP, make make Typhon if they don't tag out, or if they don't try to pop, which they will. They will here, right? Mm-hmm. 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 Junishishi? I'm sorry, Zodiac is infinitely better. And it's, like, not close. We'll go Binya. Do we go up a Binya? Or do we go Gigantes? Oh, we don't have Hyperia, so there's not really a reason. Yeah, we'll just go Opabinia. Opabinia. Add Leancolia? It's not terrible. Because we could, like, Leancolia the Vespinato, which is so unbelievably comedy that maybe we do that.
What if I just put this guy in grave? Yep. You get nothing! Good day, sir! Knock my glasses off. I don't think they have an out to open yet. I think you're right. I guess Zayas, right? Zayas, technically. Do they have an out to Olenoids? Or, no, Anomalocaris? We just send this guy, right? Yeah. I go Trap Trick, grab Anomalocaris. Is that better than potentially going for Gigantes? Gigantes and the Elf into... no, you're right. You're right, it's Anomalocaris. It's Anomalocaris time. Yeah, I'm sorry, 12 Beast is not nearly as interesting as Zodiac. Zodiac is so funny, dude. We'll go IDP. IDP's kind of crazy. We'll just keep it around. There he is! There's the guy! Oh, right, this does stuff. This is if it's destroyed by battle? Or a card effect, yeah. I mean, we had, like, Rapier, right? A bajillion% of the time we had the Rapier. Why do you do that? Anyway, IP comes back. Oh, but where's their Vespanado? Ehehe. Ehehe. Alpha? Yo, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Dude, that's insane. Anyway. Alpha does jack shit here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, dude, damn. Anyway. They have to be a Zoomer who has no idea how these cards work? Clearly. What's also funny is they would know how these cards work if they started playing Master Duel at release. But they don't even know that, which is just as funny. Who do I not want you to have? I don't want you to have Rapier. No Rapiers. Thank you. Rapier, not allowed. Get him out of here. Also, they had Ram. Imagine having Ram. Wait, that trigger? Oh, that's so funny. I didn't even think about Ice Dragon's Prison triggering the magical Light of Soul, but that is how that works apparently. That's wild. Pass. Anyway, and he came back. I'm just gonna do this real quick. I'm just gonna remove this guy from the field. Just get him out of there. Cool. Cool. Anyway. What do you have? You have Imperm? What you got? Whoa, that's crazy. Anyway.
Anyway. I believe that is lethal. Well over. Crazy. Trident should be Doriadon? Oh, Dorident. Because she's a dragon. No. Trident is perfect. She's A-okay. Yo, this hand goes crazy! I'm only kind of lying to you. Trident sounds like a dehumidifier. What? Yeet. What's the point of letting you get that far and then scooping? Not realizing that they are dead. That's what the point was. Do I just go ding? I'm always questioning whether or not to just make ding. But no, I don't think that's the case. I think we go zombie vamp. I think it just makes the most sense. Mill 8 feel great. Yoink. That shit mine. I don't need my shit. That shit mine. Yoink. Yoink. Get on. Oh, that's so funny, dude. And then they Raigeki and I cry. No. Watch Raigeki. Piri Ray. Yeah, that's fine. We could have stole their blue eyes? Yeah. But they're I guarantee they have a second one. This one? Nah, they only got one of that shit. Why'd we add that guy? Huh? What? Why not add Sage? What are we doing? Huh? I'm so confused. Yeah! Okay, so... what if I Canadia this? What happens if I Canadia this? Chain Lian. Magical Ida. Wait, we milled their field spell too? There's no shot that's real. I refuse to believe it. Hold on, we gotta go back in time. The best possible moves. Ooh. Ooh, baby! Now that's blue eyes. This is why you played 2. Oh man, I only kind of feel bad. Mostly because deserved. There's no shot that's real. Also, drawing Rise to full height there was crazy. Because it meant being able to steal their monster here, and then... oh my gosh, I did. I milled their feet. It's peak, dude. It's peak. Did they have multiple? Maybe they had multiple. That was an insane mill. No. No, they just had the one. Oh, that's so funny. Bro, wait, hold on. Ay, ay, ay. These are, you know, the more I look at this, the worse it gets. We're playing Synchro Rumble as if we're going to be able to use it. Brother, when? When are you ever going to play the game? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Did I also mill Raigeki? It's actually so funny. It was actually the perfect 4 set of cards to mill. Besides maybe Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes could have been like, Feather Duster. Or not Feather Duster, Lightning Storm. But still, an insane set of... 2 of tuners, 1 of spells, the deck. This is painful. This truly is just the most painful deck list I think I've seen in a hot second. We are playing 2 Maiden, 2 Protector, 2 Master, and of course, 2 Dragon Spirit, which is a card that you don't play because it's bad. Spirit and Jet, but no target for Magia. What do you mean? Magia just requires 3 Blue Eyes. Ignore the other requirement. It just requires these. Just read this part. Look, we're playing the targets. Duel Links player spotted. I played Blue Eyes in 2016 as deck. Torrent. They didn't even play Protector in Blue Eyes in that era. You still just played like Sage and Egg. And then like a bunch of traps to discard them. And like, you know, a few other things here and there. I think you played Maiden. I don't know if you played Maiden. Anyway. That was funny. That was like the perfect game to end on as well. That was it's peak comedy. However, you thought that was the end of our experience with the stupid, no good, very bad festival. But that's just not the case. We have more festival. We have more festival. But don't worry. We can play good decks now. We don't have to play Paleo. We might, though. Blue Eyes Buster Blader. So I had Whelp. There you go. Whelp's great. What do you mean? He's fantastic. I'm actually not sure what was even played in 2016 when it comes to Blue Eyes. Because, like, what would you even play? What was even... Outside of, like, Sage and Egg, what else would you play? I guess you had, like, a bingo machine and stuff like that to help with consistency. How close am I? Very. Cool. Do we play... I don't know, Dark and Water? Nah, let's just keep rocking with this. It's so much easier. 3 wins still doesn't get me there. I still need to win 4 times, though, tragically. Spirit and Alternative. Yeah. Oh, Card of Consonance. I forgot about that card, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot that card existed. Let's play the Rogue. Let's play our favorite Rogue deck. It's another NPC, chat. Wow, who would have guessed? Let's see if they're playing
Blue Eyes. My brain stopped functioning there, I'm not gonna lie. We have to normal summon Ponix here, right? If they... If they have Imperm, we normal Ponix, we go Pop, we go Garunix. We don't really have a way of getting Ash onto the field. Oh, I guess we could do that through Promethean. It's probably normal Ash, right? Just hope and pray that they don't have Imperm. But if they do have Imperm, this is the correct play, but we can't really... It's Ponix. Baylor. Damn. Not the end of the world, all things considered, but... I was almost certain they had something along those lines. Imperm, Baylor, etc. Cool. Is that one? Pass. Ready? Normal summon Sage, right?
Wow, who would have fucking guessed?
That's crazy. They added Valor? Why the fuck did you add Valor? Okay. Mm-hmm. Ponix. Okay, now they don't have the call by for this Ash, which means that cuts off their extensions quite substantially. We know Valor's in hand. Likely they have another normal summon. If they're doing this. Sunjet, sure. Is that one? So, I was right. They did have Imperm. Unless this is something else entirely, which would be crazy. Ash is something. True. Imperm? Oh, no. Okay, cool. I go Phoenix here? No, that triggers this guy. No, it doesn't. I'm lying to you. Man, Called By is such a cool card. I heckin' love Called By, dude. This hand's crazy. Holy. What does this hand lose to? Yeah, pretty much. I can think of anything. Fool loss. Oh wait, no, it can't. Perulia? It could lose to your mother. Trip. Nib. Nibiru, yeah. Does it lose to Nibiru, though, is the question? Yeah, we go like this. I guess it kind of loses to Nib, huh? It loses to Shifter. There you go. Oh my gosh, they do have Nib. That's crazy. Imagine letting me get this far. Let's go. Wow, who would have guessed?
I could pop here and then make Ponix and go that into Amblo. Well, that's a choice. Yeah.
Yes, I'd love to continue to make this here. Do we go Raging Phoenix? No, we go Amblo here, right? Yeah, we'll go Amblo. We could potentially trigger a Nibiru on their turn. True. Ready? Harvey's Feather Duster. Sure, that's fine. That's a fucking terrible choice, but sure, bud. Wait, what the hell are you making? Oh, Tyrant. Please try and pop Fire King Island. It'd be so funny.
Thanks. Get fucked. Okay, cool. Chainlink 1, you. Target. Chainlink 2. Target you. And then, of course, Chainlink 3. Should have done Arvada and Garunix differently, but it's fine. Garunix. Pop the Barong. Blue Eyes! It's so good! Nice drill beam. That was the worst drill beam I think I've ever seen. What the hell? Nice bait, dingus. With only one Kieran, I don't really have an effective way of getting the Arvada back onto the field without its effect being negated. But, with that being said, I mean, I didn't need the Arvada at that point. I thought they were going to make Magia, and I was like, oh shit, Magia, like, kills me here. It's normal Arvada, right? What does normal Poplar get us? Pretty much the same thing. It's slightly better if they don't have a hand trap. Because what? This 1-for-1 would lose to, like, Ash, right? I guess Impulse as well? So they'd have to have, like, Imperm Impulse? Summon Ash. Search. Ponix. Ponix. Let's go for a bit of... How greedy can I be? So very extremely. Right? Yep. If they have hand traps, they're just better than me. It's that simple. We will send the Arvada to grave, I guess. That makes the most sense. And then we summon the Ponix. We'll go Chainlink 1. Chainlink 2. Let me actually read this card real quick. Can I normal or special summon monsters with the added monsters name? Sick. Have you... Go Sanctuary, place a card face up. Oh, let's actually do Promethean here. Promethean. Bring back this guy. Ash. For you. For Oak. I'm getting very greedy because they don't have anything. For, I don't know, Ponix? Ponix is fine. For Oak. This guy. We'll go pop this guy to add this guy. We'll go Garunix. I just realized the Arvada is not going to trigger because they don't have a name engraved. That's okay. That's okay. Pop this guy. This guy. Why did I not trigger that effect? Something stupid. True. True. I'll just make a big ass Appo. Here is big ass Appo. Ah, but wait, there's more. You and you, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Did we make Phoenix? Or do we make early? Early is also kind of crazy, huh? But Phoenix is very funny. True, I never thought about that. Phoenix doesn't protect as much as you would think it does. I think it's early. I think it's early. Okay. Cool. Set the Skyburn test. And then the imperm I lose. No, the Arvada didn't activate because it didn't have a target engrave. Not because of Sunlight Wolf. Mm-hmm. 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 Imperm? Having it. Sure. Not too concerned there. Sheeran. Oh, sorry, hold on. There we go. Sure. So now I go Proth here. We pop you. Trigger you. Pop you, negate. Yep. Cool.
Apo's crazy. Huh. Of course I'm going second. Why would I not? Go. Apo is a fair and legal card. That is true. I didn't think about that. How fair and legal it is. This hand is terrible, by the way. I really need them to do, something. Because this hand, like, doesn't do anything. Roar. Okay. It's a little better. Not a lot better, but it's a little better. Oh, now it's terrible. Holy crap. Beep, bop, boop, boop, deep, 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 bow, bow, bow. Please randomly, like, activate a failure or something stupid. I mean, I lose a drill beam here, so not really a point. Oh, I'm getting this. Unlucky. That was maybe the worst hand this deck has produced. I wish I was kidding. I genuinely don't think we've had a worse hand. Maybe. We've had a few stinkers, but no, this deck, like, basically always plays. Speaking of stinkers. Any monster does it. Ah, wow, of course. Who would have... Me, 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 me. White dust... You know what? That's absolutely okay. No, Fua does it too. Fire King Island does not require you to pop a fire monster. It just requires you to pop a monster, and then you can search Ponix off of that, and then Ponix normal summon. And then there you at least have play. It's not the greatest play, but you have something you can do. Or heck, I could even search like Barong, which wouldn't have been terrible. Whoa, who would have guessed? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, that's fine, but... Yeah, that's fine. You can set Drill Beam. Man, this game is so fucking ass, dude. Holy. That is pretty funny, Pixel. I will agree. Sequence. Well. Sequence. No. What the hell do you have? Activate engraver. Is Blue Eyes the new branded where it's just like, brick, now? And you just like force the opponent to brick? Because I swear that always happens with branded. They draw exactly what they need to beat you. And like force you to draw like inexplainably bad hands. Now I just need to draw a Fire King. If I don't see a Fire King, we do lose. But if we do see a Fire King... No, we need to see a normal summonable Fire King. So Ponix, Olcanix, Arvada... I guess... No, Snake Eye Ash doesn't do it either. Because of the way that Drill Beam happens to exist at... Yeah, so it's gotta be one of those. Ah, but of course, why would they not have everything else imagined? Just draw everything, Smile. Okay, that is what I said I needed. So, that's not bad. Except for the fact that I'm lying to you, I actually needed more than this. Because Drill Beam still fucks me. Ain't that crazy? And they don't activate any monster effects here. Unless they, like, activate something random from hand, like Valor or something. But no, they won't. Normal symbol wrong. Damn. Oh, if only. That's fun. That's fun. I love when Blue Eyes just gets to play their game in their entirety and I just brick. Imagine Blue Eyes bricking. Imagine they didn't have a skill that literally just said, like, fix your hand. Like, I've never seen them not draw godlike. They always draw insane. They never have the Blue Eyes in hand. They never draw too many normal summons. It's always just like the perfect hand. Imagine. Branded players are playing Blue Eyes. Yeah, I think Konami has something for their I don't know, fan favorite decks. Imperm. Oh, Valor. Who would have guessed? Wow, that's so cool. I love playing against Blue Eyes. 1. And 2. Gargunix. You'll go. It's not really a reason to go for that guy. We'll just go Doolittle here. I'm almost certain they have Imperm. Grab Nib. I think if they have Imperm, I just pass. If they have Nib, I lose. Mm-hmm. 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 Cool. So 1. Pass. Yes, every player that we've played against has been Blue Eyes. This event is really, really cool and interesting, and I'm so here for it, dude. Wow, who would have fucking guessed? Dude, Blue Eyes is so fun. Why is the TCG so much better at everything? Dude, Blue Eyes being the most popular deck is insufferable. Update available. Great. Not because it's an annoying deck to play against, but because it's the only deck that you will see if it is comparable to top decks. Okay. Close the game. Open it up again. Black Wings. Oh. Oh, well, there go all of my replays. I love when that happens. Dude, I love that that every update, regardless of what it actually changes, scrubs all of your replays. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing. Also, this might be my least favorite mate we've ever had. I don't want to see more Horus stuff. Bruh. Bruh. That's just mean. That's just mean. That's just mean. That's just mean. We did it, though. We're done. We no longer have to play this stupid, terrible, no good, very bad game. Smile. The bonfire was worse? No. It was bad. I'm not gonna deny that, but I don't think it was worse. What do I have left? Duel. You know what? No. You can't make me. You can't make me. 9 for untapped GG. What? Alright, let's play Lab. Let's play some Labyrinth now. It's time to climb with Labyrinth. Because we're out here having fun. Labyrinth. Oh wait, hold on. A card is currently banned. I must... I must... Surely there is a... Surely we need to change our deck because Beatrice got banned. Smile. Comedy. We'll play Photon Bouncer. I love Bouncer. Photon Strike Bouncer is such a fun card. Okay, Caliburn, though, is not part of, like, this meta deck that's absolutely insufferable. Unlike both Bonfire and the Horus Sarcophagus. While it is terrible, it's not as bad because it's not the thing. Which is something. Yo, Maxi goes crazy here. And then they activate a Millennium card and I cry. Wow, who would have guessed? Yeah, that's fine, dude. Drill Beam. Whoa. The Roach. Ash? No, sick. Love to see it. 10 out of 10. No nuts. Oh, cool. Another fucking Primite card. Hip hip hooray, dude. Let me draw a Lady here. Lady goes crazy. It's actually wild how good that card would be here. Whoa, Sage, who would have fucking guessed? Not me. Whoa, that's crazy. Nah, they gotta do more. I'm guessing they end on, like, Spirit. Ten out of 10 hand. I hate it here. Wow, who would have guessed? Holy shit. That's actually a pretty good draw. What in the hell are we doing? Being stupid. Imagine Arius one time. Arius? Okay, Impulse is actually not bad here.
Okay. Coolio, so you're telling me they have, and I quote, nothing. That's crazy. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed? Set a big whelk. And then we're going to set a second big whelk. Because, fucking of course. Do we send welcome here? Or do we send big welcome? We send welcome. Why are we doing this? Oh, fuck yeah. That was the worst play I think I've ever seen. Period, ever. Special summon Ariana. Grab Ku. Ultimate. Whoa, crazy. We just like for gore, I guess. I don't know. That's hilarious. Ariana. Whoa, crazy. Should have summoned Lovely. Why the fuck is this guy here? Cause reasons. Don't think about it. So make Typhon here is kind of great. No, I'm just kidding. We'll go biggest of whelks. Ash? No. Did we use that last turn? Sure. Of course. Reveal Primite. Yeah. Okay. You just have the one? Good. Okay. Maiden. Coolio. Like this. Hewa. It's this guy, right? That guy back in hand. And then we go set 1, set 2, set 3. Does anti-spell make sense here? Yeah, absolutely. Pass. I set torrential, right? Yeah, okay. Anti-spell. You draw Drill Beam? Bastille. Targeting? Yeah, for sure, bud. Sometimes it's too easy, you know? Sometimes they just make it too easy for you. Okay, so... Yep. Okay, that's fine. Let's go for a... I guess let's go... Big welcome? Let's go big welcome.
Oh, I just realized I goofed because I'm chaining this to the thing instead of actually doing the thing that I needed to do with it. But that's okay. Because I have another way of triggering this, so it's fine. Bounce this. Chain U as chain link 1, and then chain U as chain link 2. Okay, sweet. Yup, yup, yup. Can they do anything here? Like, genuinely trying to think if they have an out. Okay, let's go Chandra. Hitch, welcome. Set this from hand, because of course. Can I not? Oh, I can't because of Typhon. Okay, that's fine then. I'm stupid. I forgot Typhon is a card that exists and is real. An anti-spell turns off their Primite half of the deck.
Anti-spell turns off the Drill Beam, and Typhon turns off any of their, like, Synchro monsters that they'd want to go into. Or that, like, meaningfully do anything. I guess it could make, like, SP, right? The hell? Oh, line up. The fuck are you gonna line up? Do I torrential here? What do they search? What would they search off of this? They could search quite a bit. That's fine. I'm really not concerned about a lineup. Battle, sure. Lordly load. Yep. I could try and go simultaneous equation cannon. Oh, sick. That's a great torrential. Sage. Yup. Extra normal. Oh, we're gonna be stupid instead and do that effect first. Why would we do that? What in the hell? Why did we do that? Yeah. Damn, Valor's crazy here. I mean, what else are you gonna search? But like, damn, Valor's crazy here. Seal? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Yup. Are we passing? The answer to that question is a resounding yes. Why did we go combat? Yeah, please do 0 damage to me. I'd love that. That'd be so sick, dude. That'd be so cool.
Passing. Okay, cool. The boy! The girl! This guy! Alright. Let's go welcome. Chain. Set the... I'm gonna set impulse here. Let's grab... Lovely. Into... I don't have a way of, like, nuking the field because I let them get rid of their monsters. I guess it's still the correct play, right? We go for, like... No, simultaneous doesn't do anything. Do we have ice dragons? I don't think we do. It's still this guy. 99.9% of the time. What do I even have? I might have ice dragon. I don't. Okay. In which case... I'll just go simultaneous here. This deal... Yep. You have a big welcome set as well, which is pretty good. Do we know that they have a Primite? We'll go Lovely here. We will attempt to reset the big welcome. I think if that's the case, we're gonna go big welcome here. We're gonna bounce this. That can't activate. What am I doing? That's a choice. So you know I have this. So why are we doing this? Because we're stupid. I forgot. I forgot that we're dumb. My bad. My bad. Set to Ruma. They have like Jet Dragon or something? Jet Dragon goes crazy. Imagine if they tributed this card and then they could get like a guy on field, but nope, they're just... Why did we... What the... Why would you not have... I guess it doesn't matter at this point, right? Yeah, pretty much. Why am I able to activate this? Huh? That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know. What's this number? 29. 29 to the dome. I mean to set torrential. We'll go to end phase, and in end phase we'll go lady. Coolio. So, weapon. The hell do you do? Wait, am I stupid? This one's drill beam, right? Oh yeah, I'm just stupid. This one was the drill beam. That one was the lordly load. It's fine. It's not gonna matter. Drill? What the fuck are you drill beaming? This is the worst drill beam I think I've ever seen. Yeah, so about that.
Yeah, so, you know, about that. This guy. What is with Blue Eyes players just not knowing how Drill Beam works? They're like, ah, surely I must do this thing. And it's like, stop clicking buttons, you dumb dingus. You dumb dingus. You. What? Huh? They can't read? You're right. Why am I acting like they can? We grab Arius? If we grab Ku, we could go Welcome into Arius. Let's do that. And then we keep Ku Clock. Fire it. Welcome. Arius. Whoa, that's crazy. Dude, these Primite cards are so cool and interesting and fun and fair. Okay. Surely we can't be this stupid, right? They don't even have a target. Oh, that explains what's in their hand. It's just 3-barrel, 3 3-barrel and Lordly Load? Two of them? Okay. Sure, bud. Now what? Drill Beam. Yeah. Where are you setting that? There. Across from Ariana. Got it. No, he's not a hostage yet. See, here's the thing. He thinks that the game is still playable. Can I not simultaneous equation cannon? Am I going fucking crazy? What the hell? Oh, wait. Oh. It's too many cards. I have too many cards. That's what's happening. Yep. For sure, bud. Oh, we're the hostage. You know, Sure. Okay, so Wish is a set. Can we do anything with it? No. Oh, make us pee. Well, that'd be cool if, like, that, I don't know, like, did something. I don't know. Like, if it did something, that'd be pretty cool. Too bad it doesn't. The fuck are you battling? Bro didn't look at my cards. He's just waiting calm. That's what's happening. He's a runic player who's just so naturally inclined to clicking combat, and he never thought about anything else. There. That's what happened. Okay. Is that another impulse? Yeah, okay. Fuck yeah, baby. Beep. Alright, summon another one. And then I torrential. It'd be so crazy. That's crazy. Coolio. I should have Chaos Angel in here. Am I wrong? I am wrong. Oh no. I literally don't have anything in it. Oh no, I was right. I was right. I have one. Okay, cool. Let's flip this guy. Why do you keep doing this? They keep doing this. Oh, he could have SP'd after the lady lab. He just chose not to. It was just actively a choice. Got him. You know what? What if I fucking put it back? What if Impulse carried my ass? Alright, let's just go combat. Ignore the anti-spell on my field. It's not anti-spell that's carrying me. It's clearly Impulse. Do you think he was running out of time and that's why he didn't SP? He was like, I can't click buttons! I'm running out of time! No, surely not, right? Surely not. Impulse is crazy. Impulse and Purge are very, very cool cards. I am a big fan. Also, dude, I got hard cooked there if they just, like, passed. If they just passed and I didn't have, like, 10 bajillion cards, I hard lose. My hand was terrible. But they're like, no, let me make this interesting for you. And it's like, why would you do that? Why the hell did we do that? Lordly Load locked SP. I totally forgot that they did that because it was so useless that I just, like, genuinely forgot. You're right. Lordly Load did, in fact, lock them. Oh my. Imagine. How much do you want to bet my opponent is playing Tenpai and they're about to activate Harpy's Feather Duster and or Lightning Storm? True. Yeah. Watch. Oh, never mind. Never mind. We're fine. Trust. Barrel. Whoa. Yep. Setting Drill Beam. Setting Drill Beam here is so good. I'm just gonna let them spin their reels and then torrential them for their life savings. Never mind. I think we'll activate Simultaneous Equation Cannon instead. Wait, I need to pull up the calculator. Hold on. How many cards? I have 4. They have 9. That's 13. Valor. Yo. Valor's so good here. What did they add? Oh, they added Maiden and Roar. Okay, interesting. Yeah. These are choices. These are choices. They are choices. These are choices. Why the fuck did we summon this guy? Okay.
the hell? What are we doing? Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 6, 6, 2, right? Do I have 2? I do. I have 2 sixes. Okay. Do you have another drill beam in hand? That'd be crazy. Fuck your drill beam. Dude, Blue Eyes is so crazy. Clearly, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, I love it. All it requires is the opponent to brick. That's all it requires. And then for you to also not brick. Okay, no, yo, this hand go crazy. I'm lying to you. This hand is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Unless I draw into like something. Some furniture that does something. Souls. Oh, I see. Damn, that's crazy. Srickle. Yeah, Srickle's fine. He'd already used True Light. Am I wrong? No, you're right. He hadn't used True Light at that point. I'm trying to think if it would have made sense for him to activate that. He also had a 12, though. So could we have gone, like... something else? Probably not, right? Yeah, that's fine. Could we have changed? We could have gotten it up to 16. Would that have changed the math? Probably, right? Probably. Freddy, triple tack. Oh, okay. hell is this doing? Make Verte? Please make Verte. It'd be so funny. Do it, come on. Make Verte. Make Verte. Make Verte. Oh, we're making SP. Oh, how cute. Okay. We will go for a big welcome. And we'll go big welcome. And we will grab a Chandra. Boop. Go. Make SP. Yep, yep. Make Dark. What the hell? Why? Yeah, bud. What are we accomplishing off of this? That's my question. What is it? What does this do? Make Celine? I guess. Can I impulse Celine? Nope, we're just passing. So the answer to my question was, it does nothing. It literally does not a thing. Incredible. I have no notes. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. Alright, we'll set welcome. Do we go for a second big welcome here? What do we get? What do we get off of that? We could pop. We know where that is, but we don't really care about that, right? We could Ariana for something. Yeah, let's do this. I could just pop this. We'll go big Welk. Biggest of Welks. Go for the lady. Sorry, lovely. Same thing. Not the same thing, but the same thing, more or less. We'll go chain link 1. Chain link 2. Yeah. Let me check. Let me remember where Eternal Soul is so that I don't hit it. Yeah. Damn. It's not the one I wanted, but that's fine. Welcome. Welcome's not a great draw. It's not a bad draw, but it's not a great draw. I was pretty sure it was one of these two, but I didn't remember. I did not remember what I done. Whoops. It's fine. That was genuinely just an accident. Smile. Do you have Imperm? Imperm goes crazy here, dude. We'll go lady. Soul. Special. Damn. That's great. Anyway. Why was it that I was unable to impulse the trap trick? I think it was after trap trick. True, true. Uh-huh. Yeah, I figured. We'll go welcome here. We'll go lady. Damn, that's crazy. Poor, poor Dark Magician player. I feel ever so slightly bad for you. Not that bad because you're playing Dark Magician, but like... I care a little. I feel a little bad.
At least it wasn't Blue Eyes.
And then Blue Eyes, right? Whoa, Blue Eyes, that's crazy. Who would've guessed? Who would've thunk? This hand's okay. Yep. Do I lose? Yeah, pretty much. I struggle to think of a world in which we don't immediately lose here. Right? If we had the ability to pitch an additional thing, this would be good, but we don't, so we can't really do anything there. We could potentially bounce, like, a guy, which kind of does stuff. You could fuck up the combo. No, it's Blue Eyes. If this were, like, Snake Eyes, or if this were... no, it's basic. What the hell? Okay, never mind. Never mind. They threw. What is happening? What happened? What the fuck? Who paid this guy? Who paid this guy and was like, no, trust, just throw, forehead? What is going on? Huh? Special. Yeah, dude, you're... Ay, amigo, what the fuck is happening? Why did we go to end phase? Did you think we had, like, Valor or something? You thought we had Valor? Yu-Gi-Oh! At its finest, ladies and gentlemen. How the fuck did this happen? Ash, right? Bell, okay. That more or less does the same thing. La cucaracha. D-D-D-D-D-D-D. La cucaracha. D-D-D-D-D-D-D. What if I snapped a card in hand? That would make no sense. True, it wouldn't. Is there a reason to walk into this guy? No. Okay, we'll go main 2. Set 1, set 2. Chandra? Here? No, that's fine. So, we just flip up this and then they, like, die, right? We just do this and then they, like, explode. Smile. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you have Ghost Spell? Ghost Spell kills me here, right? Or Ash? No, neither of those can be activated here. Sure, combat's fine. Fire it. The hell do you have? The heck was activatable there? Huh? Huh? I guess R.E.S.? R.E.S.P.C.T. Don't know what it mean to me. R.E.S.P.C.T. Okay. No, I'd much rather not destroy that. Let's pop this one. Okay. Sure. I forgot that this guy is unaffected by all trap effects. I'm bad. My bad. That's my bad. Majesty. Not True Light? You don't want to grab True Light? Okay. Do you have two engrave? Maybe just have the one. Okay. It's not a bad draw. Not a great draw, but not a bad one. Do I just set pass? Maybe. Yeah. Yep. It's not really a reason for me to bounce here. Doesn't really trigger anything. Go. Okay. Alright, let's go big welcome here. Bounce this. Majesty. Sure. Trigger this. I'll set the simultaneous here. Yeah, I misplayed so horribly. Because now I lose. Is there something I could draw here that does anything at this point? No, not really. No, I just lose. I should have bounced my own monster. That's what I should have done. Would that have done anything? Yeah, it would have. Yeah. Arius doesn't do anything. Unlucky. Unlucky. I should have just prevented them from even getting into that guy. But I could have just popped him. I really just needed to pop him. I don't know why I was thinking that he was unaffected by only monster, or only, opponent's spell, or trap card effects. Because he's an old-ass card, so of course that's not the way that he's printed. Because, like, current cards would say, like, opponent's cards. He's not a current card.
Imagine Blue Eyes winning because I couldn't read. That's crazy. That never happens. I'm gonna kill myself, dude. I fucking hate it here. This game is so bullshit. Hey, you, bitch-ass motherfucker. This isn't even the guy. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. I can't block him, can I? No. Next one never blocked. Oh, fun, dude. Where even is the guy that fucking dodged the coin flip? In an event, I don't care. In this, I do. Because it matters so much more. That's why I hate these lower ranks. Because there's no incentive to actually play anything. You just, like, auto-win. Oh, cool. You even drew Max C in 60? Why would you not? That's fun. Mm-hmm. 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 Sure. Okay, I really want to do this to see if they take the bait. Because it'd be very funny if they did. We'll go welcome. Maxi, right? Hell yeah. I fucking love Maxi. Anyway, it didn't matter. We'll special the... I guess we'll still go Lady. Let's
Still makes the most sense. And then we'll go Ariana. Are they gonna go like Necro quick? Oh, maybe. Maybe. Chandra. Damn, that's good. Anyway. What the hell does this do? Put the guy on field. True. Yeah, imagine drawing Maxi in 60. That's crazy. Five, 6, 12. There's 12? Can I do it with 7? Oh, I could. I just simultaneous equation cannon here, right? Unless I'm missing something. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I have 5s and 2. Cool. Get them out of here. Good game. I don't even think I needed the skill drain, I'm not gonna lie. It was nice though. This game is so good, dude. Whoa, who would have guessed? Going second could not be me. Imagine winning coin flips ever. This hand kinda potentially maybe does something. This hand does something. In fact, this hand is very good at doing something. Pro shifted mental gears to skill drain beats way too fast. Huh? Do we search Arias? No, we search Big Welcome. Yeah, that's fine. Big Whelk. Big Whelk. Impulse. Arias. Sure. Man, imagine drawing like that. That couldn't be me. Passing. Interesting. Interesting. We'll send the simultaneous here. What's that Big Welk? Makes the most sense, I guess. What is likely the card in hand? That's a good question. I'll bite. Sure. Oh, I lose now, don't I? Damn. Okay. Unless those cards literally do nothing, I lose. What the fuck does this do? Oh, it puts that guy back in hand. Yeah, that's not terrible. Mm-hmm. Is there a reason to go welcome here? Not particularly. That's fine. Let me check numbers here. What would I need? Yeah, I can't do anything here. Not yet, at least. Grabbing welcome? For Arius, right? Yeah. Sure, yeah, that's fine. Arius. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. 7 total cards. Yeah, I don't have shit. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. I'm fucking lying to you. Hell yeah. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Yep. Cool. What? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do I not play the 2? Oh, I fucking don't. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm stupid. I just don't play the 2. I thought I did. I could have sworn I did. Oh, that's dumb. Is there a reason to do that? Yeah, maybe. As opposed to what? There really isn't, is there? Yeah. I'd have to get rid of Chaos Angel and Typhon, and both of them are really good. Had I just waited, I think I would have been fine. I think I had potential there. Because if I go Ariana, I should have just, as soon as I saw them grab Welcome, I should have played from there. Nah, it's fine. Do you have a Bestial? Can't be a Bestial. All I needed to see was Tenpai. What do you mean? Bro said Tenpai, and I went, yep, makes sense. $60. Oh, what horrible fun are we on? Damn, that's crazy. Oh, that feels amazing. Oh, baby! That's the best shit ever. Nice deck, stupid. Oh, cool. Imagine winning a goddamn coin flip ever. Thank you. So that's every single one of the times that I have been up for rank up, I have lost the coin flip, right? That's crazy. That's great. That is crazy. Whoa. Cool. I'm pretty sure I hard lose to this, right? I struggle to think of a world in which I don't lose. Unless they make a really, really bad end board. But their end board consists of a whole bunch of pops, which is a problem. Because that happens to do really well against mine. And they don't have to exclusively play in the main phase, which makes it even worse. So could I... No, I think we lose. Fun game. This game's so cool, dude. I heckin' love it. Yeah. The hell? Why did we immediately set that? Or why did... more specifically, why did we set that there? That doesn't make any sense. What? What? What the hell? Wait, why didn't we put... okay. I'm not sure where this is going, but, pop off, King. What does this card do? Why did they send that? Okay. Yeah, no, this still does the same thing. Yeah, I don't know if there's a world in which we win this. I guess if they like elect to
do nothing and die? I don't know. Yeah. I can't see a world in which this is a win. Maybe if they... No, yeah. There's nothing I can do here. With Fracture Dance and the the 3 fusion, although I guess they could have just not had that. But realistically, I think I'm dead. Did he send a Cranium Burst? No, he searched it. He sent the Fracture Dance. He used almost everything that would have ended on a board that pops a whole bunch of cards, which means I just lose. Like, he just nukes my board and dude, I love this game. This game's so cool. He's cool for playing Fracture Dance? No, he's not. What? Brother, playing almost any of the traps is just actively bad. What is happening? Why did my opponent decide to leave? They were on their rank-up game. The hell? Dude, these players... This is why I fucking hate Plat. Oh my gosh, dude. Imagine wanting to ever play the game at any point ever, and Konami is just like, no, you're gonna go up against the most insufferable dog shit you've ever seen. Cranium Burst is still ridiculously good? No. Just, no. Wrong. Do we keep rollback in hand? Yeah, I think we do. I think we just had 2 paths. Yep. The problem with Cranium Burst is that if you draw it, it doesn't do anything. It's great for high roll hands or being able to like send it and do stuff from there, but like it doesn't do anything by itself. In fact, it's actively detrimental to draw. So while yes, being able to have it on field is great, it's going to be dead in your hand more often than not. Which is the same thing with like 10 bajillion cards in Memento. Whoa, that's crazy. Who would have guessed? Not me. Why do we do this way? That's a good question. That's a good question. Mmm. Yep, for sure. Baylor's crazy here. Yeah, that's fine. How many we got here?
We elected not to special. Why? Because reasons? We know Valor's in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 10, 14? Okay. You're fucking with me, right? Okay. Oh, good. Didn't have anything there. That's nice. Imagine if they did, and I had to commit unalive. I'll set trap trick here. It's banished because Primate cards are fair. Okay, yeah, it's this guy. Cool. Drill Beam, I do believe, is a horribly designed Yu-Gi-Oh card. I struggle to think of a world in which it makes sense to exist in the capacity that it exists, because there's no real need for it to be as powerful as it is. That's all. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This is mostly just to get the lady onto field. Do they have a trap engrave? No. How is Blue Eyes good if it keeps blowing up? Blue Eyes is not good. Primite is. Primite's incredible. Blue Eyes, not so much. Let us set... You know what? Fuck you. This guy. Simultaneous. Here's the thing. I have almost never lost to the actual Blue Eyes cards. I have almost exclusively lost to the Primite cards. They are generally what makes the deck extremely powerful. Sure. Yes, Primite's insane. And Primite has been insane for a while now. Where can we set this? It's a good question. Or I should say, Primite pretty much on release was very strong. The problem was there wasn't really a reason to play the Primite cards because there just weren't like enough of them to do anything. But like you can actually see Jesse Cotton playing you know, Primite in its infancy, and it's like incredible. Yeah, it's the current best shell for the Primate cards. You actually gain something by playing the Blue Eyes White Dragon, as opposed to it being a detriment. I mean, look at Fiendsmith. Fiendsmith can also play the Primite cards with, like, dust on, because he's the proudest. So it's just one of those things where it's like, yeah. Oh my gosh, we won a coin flip. That's crazy. Watch it not matter.
Watch it be against Senpai. How much do you want to bet?
Oh, I'm jinxing it now, but I'm almost certain this is going to happen. Right? Right. Right you are, Ken. Great hand. Great hand. Alright, set one. Set a second. Go. 60. Ew. Ew, who plays 60? Couldn't be me. Bastille. Sure. Yep. Is Branded cooked by Rivalry? No, not really, right? Yeah. Normal summon a spellcaster, please. How interesting. We'll La Cucaracha. Oh, surprising. Why was Branded so hated in previous formats? Branded is still hated. Branded is a shit deck that no one likes. For good reason. Everything about Branded makes you want to, die. Oh! Never mind. It's unbelievably based. Stop. You violated the law. You can have machines or dragons. Not both. Not both. Why the fuck did we keep... dragon? The hell? No, hold on. What? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, sure. Do I give a shit? Maybe. I guess Maxi, right? So, like, get the search and, like, pass. Sure. Yeah. Branded is hero done right? No. Both of those decks are awful. Let's go Chandra here during end phase. Set this. We'll go like this. They have La Cucaracha. Why do I hate Branded? Because I think it is an over-bloated, complicated, unnecessarily complicated, and frustrating deck to play against and to play. I think it just is... It's too much. That's pretty much it. It is too many cards. Sick. Is this the biggest lore deck? True. So it's simultaneous. Go lady. Or sorry, lovely. Bounce this guy back. Chain link 1. Chain link 2. That's actually very bad for me. It's fine. It's fine. There's too much support, which makes it overloaded. Yeah. Because it's like, oh, you gotta play this one card, and this one card, and this one card, and this one card, and then there's like 31 ofs, all of which are like mandatory, and you're like, oh, fun. Oh, well, that's a terrible draw. We'll start with Lovely. Targeting equals failure. Oh, Bestial did they search? Bruise? Okay, sure. Set. Do I need Kook Lock at this point? Kind of. Not really, though. It's not as important. We'll grab Stovey Torby. We will go for a bit of Stovey Torby. Mm-hmm. Kook Lock? Okay, sick. Set big welcome. Clock. What's up, Money? How's it going? Like playing against Branded and I'll take playing against Branded over Rivalry and Skill Drain. I wouldn't. Because at the very least, with Rivalry and Skill Drain, you know that the opponent is basically just going to win. But with Branded, it takes them like 10,000 years, and then you die. Ain't that fun. Look, either way you're losing, because Branded players just get, you know, the gift of God and just have whatever the hell they choose. But, yeah. At least with a skill drain, or with a rivalry, or with the myriad of other floodgates that currently exist in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like, at the very least, I can just, you know. I can just scoop it up and be like, yep. Are there branded players? Oh, this is not a branded player, no. But they were playing 60, which is what made me think that it was branded, and we saw Bestials first, so we were like, ah, branded. And then it wasn't branded. Ojo, what the hell? Ojo Match isn't real. It can't hurt you. Smile. For branded, you have to answer every card or you just lose. True. True. This game's just really cool, dude. Maxi's so sick, dude. I can love Maxi. Lakukaracha, Lakukaracha. I'll definitely look at this deck afterwards. This is cool. Too bad. Too bad. I gotta go first and flip up Rivalry and immediately prevent them from doing anything. Hip Hip Hooray. That's my favorite. I wish it didn't feel like mandatory to play these floodgates. Sure. Summon the Chandra. Also, of course, why would they not have? Hello, game? Hello, game? What the fuck is this? Why was I... Okay, whatever. Okay, never mind. Forget this. Fuck this bullshit. Are you kidding me? Why was I unable to interact? Why? This game was so good, dude. This game's so good. Dude, I heckin' love this game.
Dude, I love being able to not respond to my opponent's card effects.
That's my favorite. Yeah, imagine not just drawing everything that you could have ever asked for at any point. Yeah, dude, that's so sick. Oh my gosh, this... Never mind. Never mind. I thought this was based. No, it's bullshit. It's just bullshit.
I love this game, dude. This game's so fun. I'm so glad that there are cards that literally just say invalidate your entire opponent's options. That's so cool, dude. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah, dude.
Really? Really? Just fucking... I hate this game. Hello? What the fuck? I turned my chain link on. Why did it... What? This game is so unbelievably good, dude. It's so good. Do I torrential here? I think so, right? Actually, no, I don't think I do. Romulus? Fucking sure, yeah. Does it make sense to go big welcome here? Yeah. You're kidding. I hate this game. Ash. Surprising. Called my. Let me guess. Imperm called my, right? Yeah. Can I do anything about that? No. I can't beat Dragoon. I literally can't beat Dragoon. Dragoon just kills me here. I'm gonna kill myself, dude. This game is so ass. It's actually crazy how bad this game is. Wow, who would have fucking guessed? Yeah, dude, for sure. Dude, go fuck yourself. Man, I hate Plat so much, dude. This game's so unplayable. Oh my fucking hell. This game is determined to be the worst. I'm just like, what if we made it the most insufferable bullshit imaginable? Yeah, Dragoon is a terrible, no good, very bad card that genuinely should not exist. The fact that it exists in Master Duel, or just in general, is just evident to how bad Konami is at their job. Because if they were good at their job, they wouldn't have done that, ever, at any point. Clearly. But obviously that's not what they did. They decided, do you know what would be funny? If we were bad at our job. And then they were bad at their job. And then they kept doing that. They kept being bad. All the time. Forever. It's crazy. Cool. Set 1, set 2, end phase. So sorry. Called mine? Nope, cool. We'll set the regular weapon. Please just go combat. It'd be funny. The hell? Sure. Okay, we have to do this. This game is so interesting, dude. Can I do anything here? No, I just lose, huh? Oh, I simultaneous equation cannon. What am I talking about? Yeah. Yeah. We go for simultaneous. First things first on the relist. Full world feel this. No, that's fine. Thank you. Trap trick. Why did I not grab Kukla? So stupid. Do they have judgment? Is the question. Hold on, let me do some math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15? Nope, I can't do that. Shit. Oh, fuck me. Oh, I literally can't do that. Oh no. Does this send for cost? It does. Okay. Okay. Sick. Needle sealing. Why can't I impulse that? Oh, trap trick. Right, my bad. No! That's crazy. Wow, who would have thought? The horse cards are really cool, dude. Does this, like, do a burn thing? I sure hope not. That would suck. Okay, I live. Forest players drawing everything? No, never. That is the most... Dude, I have just been playing against the god hands from my opponents. That's so bullshit. Oh, that's so bullshit. Yeah. What do we go for? What do we go for? We go for Arias. Arias doesn't really make sense. I think it's just like grab Big Welcome or something. Yeah, we'll just grab Big Welcome. I could bounce, but that would trigger those, which we don't want. I guess I could bounce and book, which is not terrible. No, I think it just makes sense to do this. And then set one. I'm actually gonna set the impulse as a way to ensure here. Yeah. That's crazy. Book them all. What are we setting here? Simultaneous? Yep, yep, yep. Should I have put Ariana back in hand? Yes. Did I? No. Why? Don't think about it. I'm so done with this game, dude. It's just like every day that I play, I'm just more and more disappointed in just the sheer stupidity of, like, the ban list and the way that this game is designed for best of one, because it's not. It's not designed for best of one. It's designed for, I don't even fucking know, but it's not very fun. Here. Pretty good. They can make a zombie vamp, they can make a giant trainer, they can make giant trainer. For sure. Just the impulse that hasn't done anything this entire time. I didn't need to set that one. It's fine. There are so many things that I wanted to say about Konami's ban list. I'll explain it after this game. Oh, you can't conduct your battle phase the turn you act. I didn't realize Trainer even had that effect. I guess we'll set this one. Can I kill him here? I think so. Fire the Kuklock. Combat. We'll go for this guy. Imagine cards having restrictions. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be my cards. No, no. correct play is to do this. I think we even do this as well. It's crazy. Here's the problem with the current ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. It's not as much about the current top decks. That is generally not where the fun leaves. It is a lot of the jank stuff surrounding those top decks. So, for example, there's a ton of cards. I even made a video about this that I didn't post because I was like, it doesn't really make sense. There's a ton of cards that just genuinely should not be in best of ones. In best of threes, they're fine. In best of ones, they do not function the way that they should. Right? Maxi, this card just shouldn't exist, period. Just not very fair. At all, period. At any point. Moving on. Cards like Apo Baron, etc., things that just like put up a bunch of negates specifically. Other interaction, I think you can deal with more favorably. Pops, bounces, stuff like that. But when it's a bunch of negates, and you can get to them consistently through the extra, no. Also, Curious. Curious should be banned. Being able to send any type of card to the graveyard, not good. Don't do that. Don't allow it. Get it out of here. Right? But alongside Curious should be cards like Auroradon, Isold, Verte, what else is there? Elf. You know, all of these, like, extenders and like big powerhouse, like Galaxy Tomahawk is another example. How often do you see these cards? Probably not very often. Elf is a bad example, but like, how often do you see Auroradon nowadays? Almost never, right? Is this card still good? No. But whenever it shows up, that game immediately becomes all about that card, and if it resolves, you lose the game. Or I should say, the player not playing it loses the game. It has an astronomical win rate. But it's not part of an end board. It is an extender. It is a playmaker. So when it resolves, the game's over. Not very fun. Right? And there are countless cards like this, specifically in regards to best of ones. Right? Things like That Grass Looks Greener. Things like Lightning Storm. Things like Thrust and Triple Tack and Evenly Matched and Super Polymerization. Called By, Crossout. Even things like Rollback. Red Reboot. You could argue even Daruma doesn't really belong in a best of one. I think it's okay just due to the fact that it doesn't really remove cards as easily. But even then, like, it's an insane powerhouse that can immediately invalidate a game and just turn the game on its head by one singular card resolving, which I think is not good for best of ones. Also on top of that, Harpy's Featherstorm. How many decks play this card? Pretty much none. That being said, do you ever have a game where this card is activated that becomes an interesting game? Very, 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 very rarely, where basically the opponent normal summons a guy, does nothing with it, and then flips this, and you just like wait a turn, and then maybe it becomes an interesting game. But whenever this actually does anything on top of the opponent playing the game immediately becomes boring as hell, and is basically immediately won. Which again, cards like that shouldn't exist. I would even go as far to say, where is it? Raigeki should not exist.
Dark Hole, I think, is fine because it does affect both players. But Raigeki, Harpy's Feather Duster, Evenly Matched, Heavy Storm, Red Reboot, cards like that are just nuke the opponent's board are not good for a best of one because it basically becomes see that card or die in a lot of games, right? Now, to pair with that, you have to remove a bunch of floodgates. Like, most of them. Not all of them. I think some of them existing makes sense. Things like Synchro Zone, which for some reason is limited. I could not explain to you why Synchro Zone is limited. That just, like, doesn't make sense to me. Because that's very clearly never been the problem. But, like, Messenger of Peace is not an issue, right? A bunch of stuff like that, where it's like, oh, you can't attack for a few turns? That's fine. You can still play the game, but, like, remove them. No, Ultimate Slayer is a fantastic card and absolutely deserves to be part of the game. Harpy's Feather... Droplet absolutely deserves to be part of the game. It is a fantastic payoff for removing a whole bunch of your own cards. It is very, very well balanced. Triple Tack, you could argue, probably doesn't deserve to be in this game, but either you play it at 3 or you have it at 0. Triple Tack, I think, is fairly okay due to the fact that you can't, like, side deck it. You can't, like, put it into the side deck if you know you're going second. Right? So for the most part, I'm, like, more okay with Triple Tack, just because in a no side deck style format, Triple Tack doesn't matter as much. But, like, Ultimate Slayer is great. How often is this going to actually come up? Not a ton, but, like, being able to go, Ultimate Slayer, you can't respond, I'm gonna get rid of that guy and send one of my own to the grave. It's not, like, technically speaking, it is a 1-for-1. It's just, like, a decent removal. It works really well against decks that specifically put one monster onto the field that you can prepare for. How often is that going to happen? Like, Ryzeal is, like, one of the few decks that this has ever been good against. I think the hand rip is a bit too strong. For Triple Tack, I do agree. That being said, again, if this is a card that is specifically designed, or I should say, that is bad for going first and being able to, like, get hand trapped and then look at the opponent's hand, in a best of one, I feel like it matters less due to the fact that you are not guaranteed to be able to side deck it out in a bad matchup where your opponent's not having a whole bunch of hand traps, or you're not able to effectively make sure that it resolves, or sorry, you like don't know what deck you're going to be playing against and whether or not it's going to be good just in general, whether going first or going second. This again, I think you could argue either way for either banning it or unban or like keeping it at 3, but I do think that this is like more on that edge where you're like, yeah, like going first is just too strong, or like, yeah, it's like a generic card, it's just like way too powerful. But that being said, like, it doesn't do something that just immediately invalidates the game most of the time. Even with the hand rip, I still feel like you have the opportunity to still play the game. Maybe not always, but generally it's like, oh, I get hand trapped, my board gets stopped or slowed down, and then they triple tack me, or sorry, and then I can like triple tack my opponent and potentially see what else they're working with. Maybe it'll matter, maybe it absolutely won't. It could, right? And that's where it's like, yeah, maybe. Also, just ban Branded Fusion. I hate Branded, and I'm sick and tired of seeing it, but that's more of a personal thing, right? But there's like a ton of cards that are like that, where it's just, these are not healthy for best of one, right? Rika Con is another card that is not really healthy for a best of one, right? Things like Dweller, things like Lancia. No, Lancia can stay. Lancia is like so negligible. You know, things like, what else is there? Protoss or Eschatos, you know, any of the arch nemesis, like big guys, probably shouldn't exist. The Vanities probably shouldn't exist. The list goes on and on, because it's just
there is so little opportunity for you to ever deal with those cards unless you are playing very specific cards to deal with them. Most of the time, they are just auto wins. All stun? Not all stun. Runic is fine. I don't think there's a world in which Runic is not fine. Unless you're also having to deal with the cards that say you can't play the game. Barrier statues, yes, they can go away. But, like, stun as a idea is not bad. Right? For example, if I were to play a whole bunch of, like... A great example of this is Magic the Gathering with Fog. Fog is a deck that basically has a whole bunch of cards that say, I will not take damage this turn. And the whole idea is to play a bunch of them. And just eventually obtain a combo that kills the opponent with, like, a whole bunch of burn damage, or like milling the opponent out of their entire deck, or something along those lines. That's great. That style of play should be allowed, because that is very beatable with just standard cards that you have. You can attack over it. You can deal with the spell traps that they end up playing, right? You know, you can, you can do your own game plan that could potentially win through a variety of different means, right? So it's not necessarily something that is, like, stopping you from playing the game, right? So, like, cards like, again, Synchro Zone, or Messenger of Peace, or Gravity Bind, or any of that stuff, I'm like, yeah, that's A-okay. But then it's like Dimension Shifter, or, like, Dweller, or Skill Drain, or Dimensional Barrier, or, you know, all of those stuff. It's like, yeah, those probably shouldn't be allowed in a best of one, because, especially with the pace of the game, you don't really have a chance to answer those cards. Once they hit the field, the game is kind of decided. Before you even really have a chance to do anything, it's just like, the game is over. Right? It's like, oh, cool, the shifter was dropped on me. I lose. The game is over. So, yeah. My biggest gripes are cards like Harpy's Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, Evenly Matched, etc. Because they just immediately, like, turn the game into nothing. It's like, cool, the game is either over or it never mattered. It's like, awesome. Yeah, Synchro Zone's a fine card. That's why I'm so sad that it's, like, limited. Because Synchro Zone is actually pretty interesting. Right? Neither player can declare attacks except with the Synchro monsters. That's the effect that only people really know. However, if a non-tuner Synchro monster is sent to the graveyard, you can target one of those monsters, special summon it. If you do, it is treated as a tuner. Oh, how interesting. And then during your opponent's main phase, you can send this face-up card to the graveyard, and then perform a Synchro Summon using monsters you control as material. Hey, that's a pretty interesting card. That does a whole bunch of stuff. It's not insane, but, like, hey, that's, like, fairly decent. It allows you to, like, not immediately die, and then also in Synchro decks, you can use it to tag out into other Synchro monsters. Pretty convincingly, right? Too bad it had that first line of text and Konami said, you know what? That's the problem. Clearly, that's the problem. Sanctifier's a problem, yeah. But, I mean, anyway, you get the points. You get what I'm talking about, right? It's these cards that are not fair. Yeah. That are not fair in best of ones. Mostly due to the fact that games are kind of decided by their just mere existence. Right? It's like, I can't play around Heavy Storm because the game is too fast, so I can't, like, hold cards in my hand and just be like, oh, I simply won't die. I have to set everything, because if I don't, one day Poisonous Winds will be a problem. True. And, you know, again, none of this has anything to do with, you know, Blue Eyes, or Fiendsmith, or Snake Eyes, or any of that stuff. It's like, no, these are not the problems that make Yu-Gi-Oh! Or specifically Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel less fun. You know, I can deal with playing against a meta deck. I can deal with playing against a wide variety of meta decks. I can deal with all sorts of that stuff. But what I have an issue with is Dragoon. All the time. Always. Forever. Consistently. That just immediately invalidates, like, half of the decks in the game. I can't deal with Red Reboot, immediately turning off trap cards and making it so that if anyone decided to play an OTK deck, they immediately have a massive advantage against anyone that wanted to play a trap. I don't like Super Polymerization because, hey, nice board you have there. It'd be a shame if it just all went away and I got a guy instead. Cool. They played against Blue Eyes, who used Magna to search Albaz, make Sanctifier, give opponent Spirit, which locks them into Dragons. Nah, Sanctifier's fine. Anyway, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, likes very much so appreciated it. And remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye. Wrong button.